Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's Ricky Cadden back again with another free Friday stock review from Real Life Trading Australia. Hope you guys are doing absolutely sensationally splendid today. We've had a pretty big week in the markets, brand new all-time highs, and we have been consolidating sideways. Now, I did mention in my last reviews that we will most likely consolidate at this particular level. I did mention this in my trading room as well. Shorter term moving averages, we are currently bouncing off the 20 EMA. However, if you take a look at the volatility index, we have started to spike up, right? We have started to spike up and we are starting to create some higher lows. So there is going to be a little bit of volatility stepping into the markets, guys. I do expect a little bit of a pullback to occur, possibly around about a 5% move to the downside, which if you take a look at the SPY, I mean, realistically, it just takes us down from where we currently are, or at least from the from the all-time highs. I should take this from the all-time highs that we had here. A 5% pullback in the markets is only just going to bring us back, to a previous level of resistance, which is, usually where we would start to find some support and or look to bounce. If you take a look at the longer-term moving averages, also the 100 simple moving average would come into play by that time as well. So just keep your eyes peeled. I did mention in the trading floor to all my traders that now is a really good time to lock in gains, protect your downside, and look to just lock in those profits, because we are very, very high at this particular moment in time. And on the RSI, you can see we are starting to get a little bit of divergence in the market as well. Take a look at the E-minis. Now the E-minis is dropping. Now we've pretty much just been dropping all day. If you take a look at the 5-minute, as soon as we open today, the futures open today, we've pretty much just been tumbling all day, just after Thanksgiving. So at this point, guys, I mean, we're coming down to a pretty strong level of support. I wouldn't be looking to short just yet. Most likely, the market will trade back up to around 46.80-ish, and then probably look to roll back down. If you take a look at the longer-term moving averages on the 30-minute chart, we are below the longer term moving averages. On the hourly chart, you can see here we have broken some pretty key levels of support. If we do trade down lower, 46.43 is another support level just below where we are right now. Now you can see here we have started to create a lower high. If we do create this lower low, I would be more inclined to take this as a bearish position, as we would start to create somewhat of a triple top on the S&P 500. Let's take a look at Apple. Now, Apple was a weekly options newsletter play that I did send out to all my traders. You can see we did get this gorgeous upper shadow inverted hammer candle. Now we are looking for a put play, or aka a short play, looking to buy puts on the downside and make money as it goes down. You can see here volume starting to drop off as we're trying to trade higher. I don't think we're going to get triggered. If we don't get triggered tonight in this particular trade, I'll most likely cancel. But what I was expecting was a nice little pullback and then a continuation back down to a really nice level of support. So Apple, you can also see on the RSI, really getting extended up here. Make sure you're looking to lock in some profits on Apple team. Here's Tesla. Now Tesla's another one that's running out of juice, or at least not squeezing any more juice out of this lemon. It's definitely not a lemon. Tesla, absolute powerhouse of a stock. This one right here, guys, most likely is going to consolidate for a few months. All right, so right now where we are, I would expect we're somewhere in this region. I do expect Tesla to kind of just trade sideways for a little bit, and then if you take a look at the longer term moving averages, we'll probably end up bouncing back off the 100 simple moving average around January. But just expect there to be a little bit of volatility, a little bit of up and down movements, guys. We haven't yet closed below this particular level just yet on Tesla, but we most definitely could on Tesla. So make sure you are looking to, buy low, sell high, look to buy the dip on Tesla longer term. Here's Shopify. Now Shopify also is another one that broke out of a brand new all-time high and currently retesting. Now we did get a really gorgeous bullish candle yesterday, yesterday being last night, And right now, I do expect us to just trade sideways and then come back down to the 100 SMA at least. We had this gorgeous double bottom, cute little retest, but I expect we get a bigger retest on this double bottom retest on Shopify. So keep an eye out for that one, guys. We may get a little bit of a gap down today and then a continuation following into next week. The Aussie 200, guys, I did mention this triple top was happening, and I hope you guys were getting ready for the short. This little triple top that was happening, I did mention we were getting the lower highs as well. So Aussie 200, strong closing candle today, or at least, you know, we're still trading lower, right at the low of the day today on the Aussie 200, most likely heading back down to the 200 simple moving average. A lot of bearishness in the ASX today. Here's zero. Now zero also coming straight back up to the all-time highs back here, creating another lower high. So at this point, guys, if you do own zero, I'd probably be looking to do some sort of collar position, look to protect the downside. I understand we're coming back down to a level of support, but look to, you know, most of you probably would have bought on all these other dips, not up here. Right, most of you would have sold some of your positions up there, but on zero, I don't currently have a position on zero, but at this point, guys, we had a bearish retest gap over earnings. We came back, retested, and you can see here we're starting to kind of drop off now. So I would expect us to continue down a little bit lower, probably 136, which is, or 136, 137, which is about the 200 simple moving average. But below that, we have a massive support level down at 127. Here's Rio. Now Rio, gorgeous double bottom. However, if you take a look at the shorter term moving averages, we are currently in a bearish trend, right? So we are creating the lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And right now we have a gorgeous little evening star reversal pattern forming as we speak. Yes, this could be the double bottom retest of the neckline. However, most likely we will continue down lower as the bearish trend continues. Here's APT. Now APT, I mentioned this in my trading room that we would most likely go bearish on APT. We have a nice little level of support just below 100, 100 being the key level, but 97 being a pretty strong level from previous data. But APT, we had a retest gap, black candle gapping down. We're currently retesting and then expect a continuation lower next week. Now, crude oil, guys, crude oil, we have a gorgeous little evening star reversal pattern. We did come down to a massive level of support at 75. I did mention that we would most likely trade higher from this point, but we are coming to consolidate. 100 simple moving average is in play. The only thing I'm also looking at, guys, is this is a double top, right? So we have come back up, retested the neckline, we've rolled back down. Is this going to continue? We'll just have to wait and see next week. But we have had a pretty fairly decent run on crude. If you take a look at the weekly chart, I mean, this is just a monster coming back down to a major level of support right now. So expect a lot of volatility to come in on crude, guys, over the next coming weeks. And gold coming in with a phenomenal one white soldier candle on the daily chart. So this would be a really nice level to probably pick up some shares of GLD. If you take a look at the weekly chart, we are currently sitting, or at least bouncing off the 100 simple moving average and holding, which is good to see. So gold looking like a bullish play is just about to occur. The Aussie dollar has been dropping like a sack of bricks. Coming down on the weekly chart, you can see here we actually closed below the 100 200 simple moving average, almost back at the lows that we had back in August. So this is really, really interesting. Below that, guys, 70 cents is going to be a nice level of support. And then obviously if we break down below that, we could see a little bit more downside. But at this point, I would just still be short as we are dropping, but if you aren't in short just yet, don't chase the trade because you probably missed this one as it is at a major level of support right now. That's all I've got for you today, guys. If you have any stocks you would like me to analyze for you next week, leave it in the comments section below. But until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. You guys rock. Bye.